Hi, welcome back to the Fox's Den. This is one of my adventures and it's 5 minutes. I've got 5 minutes of some things that I'm going to be doing to keep the students engaged because it's a tricky year this year. You're smart. I know some of you know this, but you just might need a reminder. I have used dry erase boards to make sure my students are engaged forever. And I sent them home with the students. What I actually did was I kept my dry erase boards for school, and what I sent home with them was a communicator, and I slipped some paper in there. I know there are some people that took like the thicker cardstock and they laminated it and sent that home, and that's lightweight, that's great. But this is how I know they're getting what they should by how they're participating. And if they're not participating with the board, then I know that there's something wrong. Another way to keep them engaged is I have these signals about showing some love. Now, there's so many of them, and if you try to incorporate all of them at one time, the children, they get overwhelmed. So I have 2 that I am focusing on right now. And that first one is so simple. When I say show me some love, or let's show her some love, or oop, Roxanne did a great job, let's show her some love. It's just simply, our silent cheers. And then, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. And then the other one I have that actually they can clap on the tabletop is a simple 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then it's a now on the tabletop. So show us some love, and it would be just to keep them alive and awake. And now the next thing that I have is, me and my books. I love books. Okay, that's the ELA teacher in me. I have taken books that I'll be reading with the children, and I've wrapped them up. And if you've seen some of my other videos, I do this with my own family. So these are 3 that I want to use and focus on for the first few weeks of school. And I have them wrapped in different ways. I'll show them to the children, and they can pick whichever one they want. These are the 3 books that are in my social emotional learning series that I did. I still have part 3 to do, which is the After the Fall, which is the one about Humpty Dumpty. But anyway, the children can pick it. We'll do a little vote, and the next day I will read the book. But even before I read the book, let's say they chose this one, I'm going to tell them what the title is. Like the title for this is Maybe Tomorrow. And then we're going to brainstorm why we think what we think the book is about. Maybe predict the genre, maybe predict what the content is like, and then we're going to discuss why our predictions are valid. What is it that we're connecting with, what it's making us think of? So all these really good, reading strategies are going through our head even before we open the book. And it's like anticipation to see if you were right or not. Okay, there are no wrong answers. It's just to confirm your prediction. So that's the next thing. Keep them engaged. My last tip has to be my favorite. So there are a lot of words that are vocabulary words or terms that you're going to wind up using, and of course it's content specific. So in my class, especially in the beginning of the school year, we talk a lot about plotting. So to make sure the kids are engaged, when they hear that, it's like plotting, and that's our sign for plotting. And we'll talk about exposition, and they'll be like, exposition. So it's exposition when we're plotting. And then there's rising action. The word climax at the top of that plotting chart is like climax. And then falling action. And then we have resolution, because you're like that punch. You're solving it. You're punching it out. Boom, getting rid of the conflict. So again, we say plotting. We go plotting. And then we say exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, or anticlimax, and then resolution. Those are just some of the things. Keep them awake and alive. All right. Thank you for tuning into the Fox's Den and going on one of my adventures. Have a good day.